Good morning, dear students. Welcome to session 3 of science class. As you know, we have started with the chapter Food, Where Does It Come From? So, in the last two sessions, we have discussed what is food, what are the various sources of food. We have also seen that we get food from different parts of plant, and we have also seen different activities related to that chapter. So in this session, we'll discuss some more important topics. So let's begin. So our first topic for today is, what do animals eat? So let's begin. All animals need food to survive. This we all know, that all the organisms living on the earth require food for their growth and development. Different animals have different food habits. So different animals have different food habits. Animals eat different kinds of food, including other animals, nuts and seeds, tree leaves, branches, insects, grass, etc. So here comes an activity. So let's see the activity. Several animals are listed in the table below. As you can see, this is the table. For some of them, the type of food they eat is also given. For some of them, the food they eat is also given. As you can see over here, for buffalo and cat, it is given what they eat. Fill in the blanks in the table. So we have to fill all the blanks in the table. The list of the animals are given and we have to fill the blanks. So let's discuss. So first animal is buffalo. So it's given buffalo eats grass, oil cake, hay, grains. So on all these things, buffalo feed upon. Next is cat. So cat eats small animals, birds, milk. Now next is rat. So rat eats grains, fruits. Next is lion. So lion feed on other animals. So lion eats animals. Next is tiger. So tiger also animals. Next is spider. So spider eats insects. Next is house lizard. So house lizard feeds on insects. Next is cow. So cow eats grass, oil cake, grains. Next, human beings. So human beings feed on grains, vegetables, animals. Next is butterfly. So butterfly feeds on nectar of flowers. Next is crow. So crow feeds on grains and insects. So we have seen that different animals have different eating habits. So let's see the conclusion of this activity. So we can conclude that different animals have different eating habits. So different animals eat different variety of food. So this was our conclusion of this activity. So animals can be classified into three broad categories in terms of what they eat. So the categories are herbivores, carnivores, and omnivores. So we can classify animals into three broad categories on the basis of their eating habits. That is herbivores, carnivores, and omnivores. Very important. So let's see what are herbivores. How can we define herbivores? So animals which eats only plants and products of plants are called herbivores. So animals which feed on plants and plant products are called herbivores. For example, cow, buffalo, goat, sheep, donkey, elephant, giraffe, deer, camel, etc. So these are all herbivores. These animals feed on plants and plant products. Next comes carnivores. What are carnivores? So let's see. Animals which feed on other animals are called carnivores. For example, lion, tiger, fox, wolf, shark, etc. So these all are carnivores. These animals feed on other animals for their food. Next comes omnivores. What are omnivores? So animals which feed on both plants and other animals are called omnivores. So the animals which can eat both plants and other animals are called omnivores. For example, dog, rat, crow, human, etc. So these all are omnivores. So we can divide the animals into three categories, that is herbivores, carnivores, and omnivores. I hope you must have understood. So we have discussed all the important topics of this chapter. So let's see the important points, what all we have studied. So first point, food is a nutritious substance that living organisms eat, drink, or absorb to maintain life processes. So this is the definition of food which we have studied. Next point. Food provides energy to perform work, growth and development of the body, maintain the function of the body organs, and good health. So that is why we take in food. The components or materials required to prepare a food item are called ingredients. This also we have studied, that the components or the materials which are required to prepare a particular food item are called ingredients. Plants act as sources of food ingredients such as fruits, vegetables, grains, pulses, etc. So we get fruits, vegetables, grains, pulses from plants. Animals are sources of food ingredients such as milk, eggs, meat products, etc. So we get milk, eggs, meat products from animals. So our next term is edible, something which can be eaten. So something which we can eat and our body can digest, that is called edible. The seeds of plants give out small white colored thread like structures called as sprouts. So in the seeds, white structures are formed and then we say that seeds have sprouted. Bees gather nectar from the flowers and convert it into honey. We have seen that honeybees convert nectar into honey. They store honey in their hives. So we have seen that honeybees store honey in their hives or beehives. Animals which eat only plants or plant products as their food are called as herbivores. For example, cow, goat. Animals which feed on other animals are called as carnivores. For example, lion, tiger. Animals which eat both plants and animals are called as omnivores. For example, dog, men. So the animals which feed on both plants and animals are called omnivores. So we have discussed all the important points of this chapter. So this finishes our today's session and we have completed our first chapter. I hope you must have understood. Thank you for watching.